Hello everybody, my name is Hocus and welcome back to another video on the RambleSMP server. We are currently in Season 2 and this is going to be Episode 9. I hope you're having a wonderful day and are ready for some more Minecraft goodness because I'm about to provide it for you. We've been working between episodes to try to improve our situation over here at Station Alpha, and you can see now on the left hand side of the bee farm, the underground bee thingy that we built in last episode, I've implemented some beehives. You guys reminded me in the comments that they are craftable, the bee nests, or what is essentially a bee nest. However, when you craft them, it doesn't come with bees, of course. So what I've been trying to do is to breed up as many bees as possible, and you can do that with any kind of flower, I believe. So the poppies here are coming up trumps, and we're getting a lot of little babies. They're so cute. Ah, look at them go. We'll definitely be back over at the underground bee thingy later on in today's episode, but something else I was swiftly reminded of in the comments is that we don't have an ender chest at our shop. So what we're going to do quickly is maybe just pop it right there. That'll be a nice little location for it. And moving away from the shop and over to our cactus farm, things have been improving here too. I went on a huge sand mining trip using our new shulker boxes, brought back a bunch of sand and went ahead and built that third layer of the cactus farm. I've also implemented another, oh, you can't see it from here, but the cacti, I've added another set of those in as well. So the farm should be a little bit more efficient. And then on the left side here, I've actually now finished the cactus facade, so if we fly up we'll be able to get a good view. I've got all four sides filled in, and I would like to, in today's episode, get the top section finished as well, and maybe do a little bit of work on the inside. I don't see any good reason why we should keep procrastinating. We may as well jump on and get this going. So what I've done is I've laid down some glass here at the top because I don't want the concrete powder to fall through. Also, I'm planning to use some glass up here as well, so hopefully that will allow light to shine through and keep the innards lit up because it might get a little bit dark in there, and we'd prefer not to have mobs spawning in there if possible. So that's pretty much it. Like I say, let's get going. Endavar is always making jokes about whether or not his builds look good from Binary space, and you can see Binary has a little balcony right there that Endavar stands on to look at his builds, but Endavar has built the perfect build for us to check out our builds. So what we should do is probably turn off clouds. Now, how do you do that? I don't often do that. Sweet, there we go, and there is our cactus. I quite like it. I think it looks good. It's a nice feature to the base. Let's fly on over there, try to get a view on the way in. Yeah, you know what? Works quite well. Not gonna lie, quite like that. Pretty good. Pretty good. Anytime... Oh, saved myself. Anytime you use pixel art in Minecraft, it usually turns out pretty well. And I think, once again, this has worked out. So, now that we're done with the facade of this thing, it's time to get that inside looking a little bit better. Because right now, it's not it. Alright then, let's take a look together at what we've done here with the mechanism, the interior of this build. Now, I don't know guys, this, it looks better, definitely, it looks cleaner, but not really what I had imagined in my head, if I'm totally honest. Once I started working, I realized that there really isn't all that much space in here to be doing design stuff, and it was a little bit frustrating to get the blocks swapped out, just because when you're replacing redstone and you got all these things connected and blocks that don't need to be moved, etc, it gets quite tedious. So I've done what I can, and like I say, it definitely looks better, but maybe not quite what I had planned. Couple more slight changes. I've tidied up the front of the farm here, so now you go down through the scaffolding, and this allows you to access the chests, and you can see that we've got an absolute abundance of cactus now. And then if we swing around the back here, I have moved the XP switch outside, so I've left myself a little sign just in case I ever forget. Up equals cactus, down equals die /XP. Fear not, my viewers, we will move on in just a second, but I made a couple very, very small changes, and I figured that whilst we're here, I might as well show you just so that you guys have got the entire picture. If we come down into the storage area, there is now a door. Open said door, climb scaffolding, and you are inside the farm, so we can now get inside without breaking any blocks, which I thought was cool. And then I also actually replaced the water stream here. I hadn't done that in the last clip, and then oh, you can see the cactus coming through. I had to stop the cactus from flying into the air somehow. So what I did was create a little tube out of the trapdoors, and I think that looks pretty cool. I'm still struggling to get bees' nests, so I figured, how about we build a fairy ring, put the tree in the inside, and it should not only bring us the blessings of flowers, but the magic of the fairies. I hope. No. Fairies, I know you exist. Come help me, please. This time. What? No. Where are my bee nests? Oh, okay. I know. Third time's the charm. I forgot the old saying. Hello? Okay. All right. There it is. No, wrong one. Soak touch. Okay, I think we got it. I don't think any bees escaped. Oh, I had like a mini heart attack when that thing spawned in. Oh my gosh. Maybe fairies do exist. Another one. And only about 2 trees after the first one that we got. Oh, it's happening, guys. It's happening. That's all the evidence I need. Fairy ring OP. Okay, little guys, welcome to your new home. Be free. Be free. I said be free. Yes. Fly. Oh, it's going up in the world. It is going up in the world, guys. The underground bee thingy is getting a makeover. And the balcony area is just about finished up. So I've gone with a combination of woods, mainly. We've got some dark oak, some oak, we've got spruce in there, then some leaves that contrast well. The green against the grey and the browns is amazing. Some lanterns to give it some light. And overall, very pleased with how it turned out. The ceiling's probably going to have to wait because I'm going to make one big ceiling for the entire room right at the end. So we'll see what we do with the rest of the room. But you'll probably see soon enough, really, because we're going to continue working here for now. Also managed to snag another bee nest. So we've almost filled this side up. And let's take a look at the farm. Holy moly. All right, wasn't expecting that. There's actually lots of honeycomb. What about this side? Nothing. Okay. Potentially, that was a mixture of perhaps and potentially. Perhaps the bees aren't actually using the hives over here as often as they are using the nests. I need to get some more breeding done, but this is nice. Oh boy, I'm a silly boy. I figured out the issue that we had over here. And it wasn't that the hives weren't filling up. It was that I hadn't actually placed any shears in the dispensers. I fixed that now. I had a similar issue on this side. Again, fixed it. So we're good to go on both sides. And we are now producing honeycomb on the left as well as the right. I had a major scare off camera just a second ago. And it was related to this thing. So I was trying to craft a honey bottle. And I right-clicked one of these guys. And I was thinking, it's not going to work because I'm not producing honeycomb. So there's something wrong with the hive. Maybe it's not full. My mistake, it was completely full. I filled the bottle and I had the red-eyed bees after me. They were angry. They were mad. They were very, very upset with me. So fortunately, I was able to escape the room before they stung me. And I flew off into the air. I really didn't know what to do. I just cleared the area. Thought if I get away and come back, maybe they'll be okay. I came back and they were fine. They were happy again. Blue eyes, no red eyes. And all was well in the underground bee thingy. And now over here, I'm getting to work on an automatic honey bottle farm. We haven't produced anything yet, but this is a Wattles design. And essentially it operates using a filter. So this hopper or this hopper here actually is being filtered. But it's tech. Yeah, I mean, both of them contribute to the filter. So in here, we've got 18 random items and then one of the item that we'd like to filter. So 19 in total. Every time this hopper gets to 20 items, the signal is strong enough to turn off the torch, which releases the bottom hopper for enough time to filter one item through, which means that whatever's in the first slot will pass through, aka honey bottles in this situation. So the honey bottles will be able to pass through when they are crafted, but it'll be locked for the rest of the time, essentially. So no glass bottles can fall through. And then every time the hive here fills up, we'll get ourselves a honey bottle, which is really, really nice. And I intend to have these farms kind of running along the wall here. You guys, if I had one tip, and one tip only, that I could give you about farming bees, it would be to make sure that you have stocks of flowers, or that you know someone that does. And I do know someone that does. His name is Amradorn. He has a bunch of poppies. I bought 1 diamond. I think that that's probably fair, because I doubt he actually sells all that many poppies. Plus, it does say, pay what you want. I've gone over that a few times now. So, I've already given him a block of gold. I've now given him a diamond. But, yeah, it's going to be nice to have an abundance of flowers for once. Oh, this is wonderful, guys. Absolutely wonderful. You know what I love in Minecraft is when you jump in to a project like this, and then you get into the flow of building something because you start to memorize the patterns. So I figured what we'll do is we'll build this final unit of 2 honey bottle farms right here on the end together on camera, because I don't often do this. I get confused most of the time when doing things, but I think I'll be good. So we'll kick it off with our barrels in there, and then we want to get our hives and dispensers placed down. So we'll chuck the dispensers facing outwards, 1 there, and we'll go with 1 on the opposite side. And then right next to those, the dispensers will be facing a couple of beehives, looking a little bit like this. And then we need to apply filters to the hopper, so they're very simple. You want to come out like this. Yep. Take out those blocks there. And again, we want to come out 1, 2. Take out back, middle, front, and create like a little ring in the middle is how I always remember it. A little ring like that. And then we'll have redstone, redstone coming out the back. We'll want a couple comparators to measure the inventory of the hoppers. So that will do right there. And then in the center of the loop, we'll go with a couple repeaters. And then to cap off the filters, we'll break out these bottom blocks here and have redstone torches to sit underneath the hopper to lock and unlock it. And then to finish up, and yep, we're finishing up already. It's really that quick. We'll come out 3 blocks there, 3 blocks there, and same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I usually bridge across in the middle so that we can kind of move between the 2 without falling down. And then we'll have redstone coming like so. And finally, we'll go comparator to measure the contents of the hive, comparator to measure contents. Block off the redstone signal so that it can only travel in a straight line like that, in a little loop. And then finally, I just like to add a couple torches to make sure that the place stays lit up. And voila, there you go. Very, very quick, right? Very quick. Oh my god, look at how many bees we have. So many. So many. Time to breed. Time to breed. Eat up my little flying yellow, brown, black, stripy things. Do you like it, guys? Do you like it? This is going to be about the final design of each of the honey bottle farm installations. So this one right here, then 2 to the right hand side. This left hand side one here might be a little bit different just because we're going to be transitioning between this layer and that layer. This layer sticks out by a block, and I have no idea what this guy's doing, but he's been up there for a while. I hope he doesn't get stuck if he grows up. He might want to come down. Anyway, like I say, it might be a little bit different here. We'll have to transition between the different layers. I'm also thinking that we'll probably want these honey bottle farms on the other side of the room as well. So when we get to that side, we'll have to think of something similar. And then once I'm done actually implementing this design across all of the units, I'm going to also do something similar with the honeycomb farms. Yes! Yes, it is coming to life. This build is really, truly alive. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. I think this is great. I really, really, really do like it. So you can see now I've transferred everything across. We've also got the blend over here so that it transitions nicely from this level to that level. Just one block. It's not too crazy. So what is up next? I think I said that next we are going to work on the honeycomb farms, right? So I'll probably just use a very, very similar design on the whole, guys, this project has been really, really fun. I haven't done all that much with these. I tried to look into them in my single player Let's Play series, and I just overcomplicated things, tried to come up with my own design for the farm, and it just kind of ruined it for me because, like I say, it was overcomplicated, too much going on, and in the end I just didn't get round to finishing it properly. And that was a huge shame because I've had so much fun working with the bees on the RambleSMP server this season, and I don't know, where does it go from here? We continue this room, and I might even consider expanding depending on how much output we're getting here, because like I say, I've just had tons and tons of fun building this room, and it looks amazing. And now it has definitely overtaken the tower as my favorite build on the server so far by myself. Moving on, however, it is time to add a little bit more detail to this side of the room because it's virtually finished, aside from getting the ceiling in, which is going to be a big task. No, didn't mean that. A big task and something that I doubt I'll get finished within this video, but I would like to get it done sooner rather than later, just so that we can have this room complete, because like I say, it's been one of my favorite projects in a while, and when I get going with something like this and I'm having a lot of fun, I do want to get the finished product out so that we can see what it looks like. So we'll get some moss in, get rid of the azaleas, or potentially we'll keep a few of them. Yeah, you know what? We'll keep a few because I decided that I don't really like the trees. If we're going to have all of this detail, why would we have trees? It's just going to block our view, right? So maybe we'll keep some azaleas instead. And then next task is potentially to head into the nether and grab some glowstone or some of the tree light things. I can't remember what they're called. You guys probably know what I'm talking about, but we need some underfloor lighting in here probably, just because it's a little bit dark at the moment. I have to say the nether feels so much less of an issue when you have elytra, because before I did have elytra, I'd come in and be scared of falling in these drops and such, but now it's no issue, and it's easy to get back out if we do make that mistake. Glowstone, however, is still a little bit of a pain in the butt to grab, and that was a perfect landing. I always try to do something like this when I'm getting it, just get on top of it and work my way through it. And then anything you can't reach, I generally just break anyway, let it fall to the ground, and once I'm done actually mining the entire vein of glowstone, I'll just drop down and pick up any remnants that I can find. Alright, so I managed to get 59 glowstone altogether, just the one vein I mined. Now what we need to do is just find little carpeted areas like this every so often, replace the moss underneath with a piece of glowstone, and it should provide decent light to the area. And that's one thing I'm actually really looking forward to in the 1.18 update. We're not going to have to worry about this so much then, because mobs are only going to be able to spawn at light level 0, so that gives you so much more creativity when it comes to light. And honestly, I probably wouldn't have had to add any of those glowstone blocks at all. I probably could have just left it and it would have been okay. And that is going to be really, really nice. I suppose that whilst we're at it, we'll take care of the azalea trees on the other side of the farm here. They look great, but like I say, they are just going to disrupt the view of what I think is a pretty cool looking room. So I prefer just to be able to see the design work that we're going to put in here. Perhaps get some azaleas down because, like I say, they do look pretty good, as long as they're not obstructing the view of our build. So I will go ahead and place a few down here and there. Yeah, that should do nicely. And then once again, on this side of the room, we'll just place down a few glowstone blocks, get rid of the nasty, ugly looking torches. Sweet. And that is looking pretty good. Now, one final thing before I forget, need to get some flowers down, because otherwise those bees aren't going to have anywhere to go and generate their honey. So they do require flowers to produce anything. So make sure we've got a nice amount of them over here. I'm not entirely sure if they can use the flowering azaleas or not. It would be nice if they could. They do technically have flowers on. And I noticed that when I had the trees, the azalea trees, a lot of the bees would hang around the flowering leaves. So maybe they can. Maybe they can. Okay, guys, say bye-bye. This is going to be the last time we'll see the honey farm for this episode. But before we leave, I'm going to grab all of the honey bottles that we have, because I would like to begin selling honey blocks in my shop. That doesn't seem like a half bad amount, to be fair. I think we're going to have 2 left over. If I remember correctly, it's 4 bottles to craft 1 block. And this is actually going to be the first time I've ever crafted honey block, I think. Okay, you do get the bottles back. I was worried about that, so that's good. We can distribute those back into the system. Nice, so that gives us 35 honey blocks in total. Haven't really thought about how I'm going to price these, but we can do that quickly right now. Honey blocks are now stocked in the shop, and we also made some gravel sales, 4 diamonds on the gravel. I'm surprised it took so long. Gravel has always been quite a popular one, especially when people start to craft concrete. And then upstairs is where the honey block lies. It's 6 honey blocks for 1 diamond. So we've got the potential to make 5 diamonds here, if that's a good price. I don't know. I'm not sure if anybody else is actually selling them. So it might be a good price, a bad price, and a midway point price. But whilst we're here, let's take a little screenshot so I can share that on the Discord. Hello again, Port Authority building. It's coming together nicely now. Amradorn's got some cool things going on over here. Looks like he's he recovered all of his villagers from last time as well. So we're looking to... Is it Rob Moss that has the cheapest prices? Robbie, 32. I don't think that's the cheapest. 14 right here. 14. Okay, we'll take 1 of those. We'll take 2 of those. Thank you very much. And as always, Amradorn, $2 tip? What am I talking about? 2 diamond tip. Oh, it's all that time living in the States. It's ingrained tipping culture into my mind. So once again, I was a little bit cheeky, and I grabbed a Silk Touch book as well. So we'll combine the 2 of those and add them to the shovel, which gives us Silk Touch and Mending. And I think the other Mending book is going to go towards my Silk Touch pickaxe. And we are slowly but surely getting there, guys. Things are starting to look good. And then before we wrap up today's episode, I figured we'd come and take a look at what BW has made over in the end here. It's... Oh, there's so much XP here already. Oh, whoa, Hocus. Steady yourself. You got so excited when you saw the XP. But there's a lot of it here. Did somebody die here? It looks like somebody might have died here. I know BW had a couple of issues here. Is it his? I have no choice but to take it. Oh, wow. That little chunk of XP almost repaired my axe fully, but I'm gonna spend a little bit of time here anyway, so let's get this guy finished up. Oh yes. That is a nice sound. That thing is amazing. Thank you very much, BW. Appreciate it. Okay, I lied. We're back at the bee farm one more time, but this time to wrap up today's episode. So thank you very much, guys, for taking time out of your day to watch me. It is really, really appreciated. You don't know how much it means to me that you'd do that you would spend time watching my channel. Thank you so much. So, like I say, end of episode 9, RambleSMP Season 2. Take care, everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.